Why do we believe fear finds you and love has to be found? This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host. And somebody asked, a couple of people asked this, how do you live in and have the identity that you desire? And there's another question that I got this morning before I started this video, and I'm going to segue it in right now. So this person has a specific person, and for what they are referring to as 2 years, creating it now, the idea that it was not happening and they are tired of thinking this way. They want to go back to square one, not think about reality creation at all. But here's the crux of it, right? The part that I want to pull out. I'm gonna make a separate video on that, but this is the part that I want to pull out right now. There's a difference between acting out your imagination and living as what you have imagined is true. Because the person imagined buying a house with this specific person. They are not together and they went and bought the house. That is acting out what you have imagined because you are manipulating reality, or you're trying to manipulate reality. But it isn't what you have imagined. What you imagined is you and them together and buying a house and building a life together. That's what you have imagined. That is true, right? It's a truth already. Otherwise, you couldn't imagine it. Assume and live as if that is just going to happen, as if it's already happening, it's already unfolding, and you'll naturally take those steps when those steps are present, right? You can't walk up, you can't, focus here. You can't walk upstairs you aren't at yet. You cannot walk up a staircase that you are not with yet. So I'll say that again because this really simple idea popped in right now. And I'm going to say it again, right? You're watching this happen in real time. You cannot walk upstairs that you are not at as of yet. Can't do it. But you can try to manipulate reality into tricking yourself that you are doing that, right? And when we think about reality creation in these very simple ways, it seems really, really obvious. But it's the exact same thing. You know, when Abraham Hicks says reality creation is as simple as manifesting a button and a castle, it is the exact same thing. But very often, we don't focus on a button, we focus on the castle, right? Because there's a lot more bricks that are involved there. But God doesn't care about how many bricks are needed. Like I said, if you imagine yourself walking upstairs, you can't experience that in the three-dimensional world until you are actually by the staircase, right? Do not force yourself to get to the staircase and walk up. This is where Neville Goddard's ladder technique comes in, right? You imagine yourself climbing a ladder. Your intention is to climb a ladder. And eventually you'll climb a ladder. You don't need to go find a ladder, right? That's just manipulating reality for whatever reason, either belief or not belief, or to make something happen faster, or to whatever, right? Or for whatever reason. So the one is living as me walking upstairs, me climbing a ladder is a truth of reality. It'll just happen naturally as part of the script. Maybe I'll need to fix a light bulb. Maybe I need to go up some stairs somewhere, right? I can't do it before I get there. But I know that I'm unfolding to that experience as a natural part of my day now, right? Or days, whatever. Acting it out would be to go find a ladder, to go find a staircase very quickly and run up. That's not the same thing, right? So, fascinating question. I wanted to get. It's fine that the video went a bit topsy-turvy there. That's reality creation, right? Why not? That question is fascinating because it does imply that there is a right way to live, and there isn't, right? How can God have made the wrong way to live? There is a wrong idea being lived out. That experience exists, right? You are worthy. Humanity is just physically focused. You can call it the carnal mind, you can call it the 3D mind, you can call it 3D focus. I don't really believe in all that nonsense, right? Whatever you like, right? We do have a 3D focus, and that's how you experience it. Like my 3D focus mind is saying I'm holding a red pen. That is the extent of what it is doing. Anything else is what your 3D mind is not capable of comprehending, but you know that it's not capable of comprehending. My 3D mind doesn't know what's going to happen unless I set the intention first. But obviously, there are certain things that your 3D mind is not going to fight you against. Like if I say I'm holding a black pen, it does come from this mixed understanding that no, I'm going to be unfolding into holding a black pen because I can be doing that. Yes, that's also there. That's part of the 3D mind experience where things in our physical reality that we can just do rather easily don't really come into contradiction with it, right? But things that are farther away and things seemingly and things that involve other people, your 3D mind has a flip-flopping kind of nature, thinking you can or you can't depending on something or other, right? Say I'm holding, there we go. Say I'm holding I can do that. I'm trying to think what I can't do, but I can't think about that. Anyway, right? Damn, I can't think of anything I can't do. Damn. Anyway, skipping it, right? You're basically arguing with your TV saying that it shouldn't show you a static channel, but that's all it's doing. It's not telling you there's nothing on the other channels. It's not telling you there's nothing on Netflix at the moment, right? Even though it feels like there's endless things to not watch, right? The static represents just this topsy-turvy being or whatever is being present in the moment that you're pointed in and as. It means nothing. So even the static channel is just a representation. Hey, this is part of source. It doesn't do anything. Right? Here's the truth. There's nothing to do now. Just change the channel. Right? We always kind of fit the square block into a square hole. For no real reason other than we think there's something missing and this is the thing that fits in that missing place. Right? But there's nothing to do. You are enough already, right? If you are already everything that you desire to be, then the way you are right now is actually enough. It has to be. Otherwise, it implies God made you unworthy and then you must do something to become worthy. That's false. But here's the kicker. You have to be worthy to experience yourself as completely unworthy or however unworthy you have felt. That makes perfect sense when you think about it like this. Think of a movie where there's a really, really good representation of a bad guy. He's not going to win. He's not going to succeed. He's not going to get the specific person or win or take the money or run away or whatever, right? He's going to lose. But what a fantastic performance of losing, right? You don't believe it. You don't actually believe it if the performance is mediocre. You want that guy who loses, thank you, who loses to be magnificent at his job, right? To portray that. That's how good you are as an actor. You can be that unworthy version because you are absolutely worthy in having that character within you. So, accept that you are exactly how and what you desire to be right now because you are worthy of anything, even feeling unworthy, but none of it's true. And nothing makes you worthy other than the fact that you already are. Everything is perfect. You are absolute stillness, right? You are God, you are stillness, and you are watching everything that you are in perceived movement, right? Absolute vibrating beingness. And everything around you is infinite, right? It's infinitely finite experiences. You don't need to be anywhere else or do anything specific for it to be more or less real. It just is real, right? Whatever you are conceiving of is real. Any natural behavior in the moment is already perfect. So you can let life unfold naturally. If you live on the assumption or in the assumption that I am everything I desire to be right now, your life naturally starts to just reflect that. There's nothing extra to do, right? Stop doing things to just do something and enjoy the moment, right? Opportunities will present themselves, just like fear appears naturally. Why do we believe fear finds us, but love has to be found? That's the paradox, right? Fear seems very automatic, while love seems like it must be chased. The truth both unfold naturally when you align with your identity. And so everything follows. Everything follows here. Everything follows your imaginal experience. Everything follows the intention and story that you are choosing to tell about yourself, that you are intending, right? So if you assume that you're a 100-meter sprinter and you never ran before, it'll unfold that you are this identity. It doesn't matter if you train, right? It'll be part of the script. If you assume that you're a driver, it doesn't matter if you've never driven a car before. It'll be part of the script. You know that, right? But you don't go find a car and you don't just start running on the road. You assume, I am a sprinter. Those opportunities will just present themselves where I am experiencing being a runner, but I'm going to run here first. I am a driver. I've never driven a car before, but people often feel that way. And they feel as if they need confidence to do so. But do it here first. See yourself and feel the naturalness. No, I am a driver. The identity within me is a driver. It's the most natural thing in the world. And it'll unfold naturally, just like anything, right? Because confidence doesn't come from already having the skill. It's just part of the identity, right? It's conviction to keep going, conviction to persist that this identity is just real for you, persisting in the assumption that it is real for you and that it's unfolding as part of a natural part of your life experience. So you can trust the flow, right? Trust the flow that you are already the version you desire to be, and that's what's unfolding. You don't need to look or avoid anything. Feel your desires fully. Let the negative assumption pass through you. Let the positive assumption pass through you. Let 3D reality show you the opposites of your desires, show you your desires. I'm mumbling today. And let that pass too, right? You aren't actively checking reality. You're just being the version of yourself. Right? You don't need to fear or force anything. Everything comes to you naturally. Do nothing. Do nothing in the assumption that, you know what, whatever I have desired, whatever I feel, whatever I have felt within, it'll naturally happen in my life. I don't have to keep on double checking or doubting or fixating or whatever on what I'm feeling in the moment. It doesn't matter. I'll climb the ladder when I'm by a ladder. I climb the ladder when I need to climb the ladder, not just because it's there. And here's the thing. You can actually walk past a ladder that you don't climb because you have no reason to climb it, just because it's there. You can climb it, but that's perfectly fine, right? You can't climb a ladder just because it's there. I'm just saying. My point was, if you intentionally climb a ladder in your imagination, you don't actually have to climb the ladder that's in front of you. You will climb a ladder at some point because you have to anyway, right? You have to change a light bulb or something. Who knows, right? Everything comes to you naturally. You don't have to fight it. Do nothing. Watch reality unfold. You will find yourself at the center of consciousness because you are consciousness. You are the center. You are the center of awareness. You are the center of your own universe. And you are the universe within you, right? The universe is literally within you. You are already the center. You are already on the pedestal. Everyone is looking up at you naturally, and you've always been there, and you can test this. Imagine any single memory that you have right now. Stop the memory and let everyone look at you and realize, I am the substance that creates everything in my imaginational world, and my imaginational world is what is reflected here in the three-dimensional world because it's all me now. And speaking of me, I am Reese. This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. Stumbled through that front today, but that's part of reality creation. As I said, nothing wrong with it, nothing to be fearful about it. It's just how we are humans, bumbling and stumbling in the dark in the 3D, but knowing that we are walking in the shadow of the valley of death, knowing that it doesn't matter because I am awareness and I am everything, and I am thrilled that you guys are all here. Much love and much light, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing and commenting, etc. Some beautiful comments as always. Thank you for the questions as well. Check out the TikTok page if you want to see other forms of this content. Check out the Facebook page if you want to join the community and post stuff there in your own way or ask questions there. You can email me. Email is in the description box below. That being said, much love and much light, and I will see you on the next one.